Hi, my name is Ashley Patterson, and I'm a second grade ELAR teacher. I'm going to tell you what we're going to be learning about our last 9 weeks of school. In reading, we're going to learn about main idea, cause and effect, characteristics of poetry. Some of those include lines and stanzas, rhyming, what alliteration is, how poets use repeated words and phrases, and kind of why they do that. Lastly, we're going to be going into learning about persuasive texts. In grammar, we're going to be doing a lot of review over what we've learned throughout the whole year. So, adjectives, nouns, proper nouns, reviewing contractions and compound words. And we're going to also be introducing what homographs are, and abbreviations. In writing, we're going to be doing our own research. We're going to get to choose a topic and we're going to write a research paper. When we finish up with our research, we're going to learn what we've or use what we've learned in reading about poems, and we're going to create our own poems in writing. Next, we're going to take what we've learned about persuasive text and reading, and we are going to write our own persuasive text. Lastly, in writing, we will be learning about the different parts of a letter and writing our own letters.
Hi, second grade parents. I'm Miss Gladden. I teach Math, Science, and Social Studies in the Math, Science, and Social Studies remote group of students. So for the last 9 weeks of school, we are going to study multiplication and division. So we are studying the concept of what it is, not the facts. So we actually will not be encouraging our students to learn the facts. That's a third grade standard. So we're just teaching them what it is and what it means. So multiplication is having equal groups of, and division is having a total and separating it into equal groups. So we're going to be working on that throughout the rest of April. And then towards the end of the school year, we will start personal financial literacy. For science, we are working on plants and animals. So we have studied the basic needs. We've studied animal characteristics and what makes, or how we classify animals into the different groups like birds, fish, insects, mammals, reptiles, and amphibians. And then we did plant characteristics and parts of a plant. So then we will move on to food chains, life cycles, and we might possibly get into some animal research. I know they're already doing that in their ELAR class, but we may be moving into it also towards the end of the year because it's really fun for everyone. And then for social studies, we are finishing up Unit 5 around right now. So we're studying Amelia Earhart and George Washington Carver and how they were inventive, or Amelia Earhart was an individual. She had individualism. She showed individualism, and George Washington Carver was inventive. Then Unit 6 is a culture study. So we will be studying things like Robinson Homecoming, Baylor Homecoming, Westfest, Dia del Oso, which is the Day of the Bear at Baylor. And then we will round up with some Texas and U.S. celebrations. And for the culture study, we are doing some projects in class. So you may have already gotten a note about some of those.